Yeah, so a couple will get out, but like 9/10 will be in there, and put some banana peels.
G'day, my name's Harley, aka Durian Rider. Come from Australia. I'm currently at the Woodstock Fruit Festival here in upstate New York. It's been a fantastic week. I got into this lifestyle back in 2001 when I was had a lot of health issues, and finally discovered the vegan diet, high carb vegan lifestyle. Got into that. A year later, discovered raw foods, and learned that actually raw foods are our biologically designed foods, and just went from that for the last 11, 12 years. Just been tweaking diet here and there, and sharing my stories with other people via the internet, YouTube, etc., social media, which I find is very important to help you get your message across. Just having great days all the time. Great days all the time. My fitness is at all-time high. I sleep better than ever before. Maybe I don't look so fresh now. I just had a week of late nights here at the Fruit Festival, but it's been party station, party central. I read a book called Fit for Life back in 2001, and so I started having fruit for breakfast and fruit for lunch, and straight away felt a lot lighter in the morning. I used to have like oats and stuff for breakfast, which are okay, but the fruit's a lot better. So I started feeling lighter, and I'm like, there's something in this. And then I read a book by Paul Neeson in 2002 called The Raw Life, and that interviewed people who actually live the 100% or the mostly raw foods lifestyle, getting most of the calories from fruits. I thought, wow, that makes sense. And I'm eating fruit for breakfast and I feel so much lighter and more energy. I'm going to get more into this. And then I found Doug Graham and went from there. Athletically, my main sport is cycling. I also do a bit of running and Muay Thai. I won over 30 running races last year in Australia, New York and Thailand. So cycling is great. This lifestyle is great for cycling because cycling is all about every pound counts, every gram counts, and getting my calories primarily from fruits and following a high carb vegan diet helps me stay a light race weight all year long with minimal training, so I can really focus on recovery and avoid the burnout. I can stay really lean, really slim, good for cycling. So I definitely rate this diet for anyone who's a dancer, cyclist, runner, weight class boxers, kickboxers, model, whatever. If your sport or profession involves being slim, trim, year round, definitely this lifestyle's for you. Vegan just makes sense to me. I mean, I travel a lot around the world with my bicycle, travel almost all year long. The biggest impact on the planet right now is the meat and dairy and fish industries, the animal product industries. We're cutting down forests to grow GMO corn and soy to feed cattle. Instead of cutting down forests for that, we could be cutting down forests to plant more fruit forests, more biodiversity, so that animals still have planets and the animals still have homes to live in. The topsoil doesn't get eroded from the hard hoofs of the animals. In Australia, we see over 50% of Australia is meat and dairy properties grazing. 50%, that's insane. It takes 16 kilos of grain to produce 1 kilo of animal flesh. So we literally would need 16 planets if everybody ate like the standard Australian Western diet. People say, yeah, we've got to eat more meat. And I say, no, we've got to eat more fruits. We've got to eat more plants. Bananas yield more calories per acre than any other food that humans currently eat. Obviously, a lot of other things aren't even considered food, but of all the foods that we do consume, bananas are the most yielding. And organic banana forests are amazing. You can have one lot of mango, one lot of banana, one lot of durian, one lot of jackfruit. Have this massive ecosystem that doesn't need much water at all. So why vegan? Because it's good for our health, it's good for the planet, and it's good for the animals. Your consciousness shifts. It sounds a bit spiritual woo-woo-y, but it's true. Your consciousness shifts. When you just eat a plant-based diet, you don't have the animal adrenaline coming in your system. So your body's having less adrenaline. You're less fight or flight response. So you become a bit more grounded relative to what you would be otherwise. It changes things. It changes things. When I was a teenager, we used to do drugs to change our mindset. Now I say do food and sport to change your mindset. Plant-based diet, vegan diet, fruit diet. Do some sport, get out in the sun, take your shoes off, walk on the bare earth. Walk up a hill, get your body pumping, get your blood pumping. Immerse yourself in a handstand, get the blood to your head a bit. It's just going to shift everything, and I see it all the time. I see the most redneck Australians, they do a vegan diet for a week or whatever, and just something clicks. Even if people go back to what they were doing, they've always got this click in their head going, something's on with that plant-based diet, that vegan diet, that fruitarian diet, there's something going on there. So what would happen if we all did it? Everyone would be super fit and slim and skinny and healthier than what they would be otherwise. We'd end the war because when you're eating this way, you don't want to shoot people in the face. You don't want to. Maybe you might box them in the gym in a sparring class, but you don't want to kill people. And you have less dependence on oil because people have more energy. As the average car commute is like 2 or 3 miles. We're using all that oil for that. When you eat more carbohydrate and have less, or don't have any more meat in your gut, you have more energy. You want to walk or you can cycle to those destinations. So we drop the oil consumption right down, and we just start respecting the planet. When you go vegan, you can't help but over time start respecting the planet more. A lot of people, models and stuff, get into vegan diets. They're like, it's going to help me skinny long term, and that's true. But over time, something shifts in their head. They're going, wow, like, what are we doing to the animals and the planet and the children starving in Africa because we're feeding all their grain to the cows for shipping? So everything shifts. What I like about the Woodstock Fruit Festival, just the community, I've hardly been sleeping much. It's been late nights, early mornings, just talking. It's the community that keeps me going. I'll catch up sleep next week. I got plenty of sleep before I came here. But it's the community is just getting stronger and stronger. People getting more inspired. This event keeps me charged up for at least 8 months. It's just incredible. Social media is making it grow more and more and more. Most people come into this lifestyle for weight loss. Health second, ethics third. So we can appeal to all demographics via social media, and it's growing. It's growing. Put yourself in a dark room with some food and water and a pen and paper and a little torch. When you have an idea, turn the torch on and write it down. Or go out into nature with just food and shelter and water and a pen and paper. No distractions, no iPod, no phone, nothing. And don't come back or don't get out of the room and just have to go to the toilet or get more food until you have at least 50 things you could do with your life, or at least 10, or at least 5, and cross them off. Which one is more your life purpose? The way to find your life purpose is eliminate all distractions. All distractions. Why am I here on the planet? For me, I did that, went to a waterfall, I swam and slept naked in a rainforest one time on a boulder, did all sorts of crazy stuff, rode my bike across the desert, didn't talk for 7 days, done all those things, and every time I said, why am I here? I believe I'm here to share the plant-based message. I'm here to help people with their health and fitness, and together we save the animals, the planet, and humanity at the same time. That's why I'm here, to educate people on diet and nutrition, and that's what I love to do. Nothing gives me greater joy than helping people achieve their health and fitness goals. So how to find your life purpose: eliminate all distractions, take time out in a dark room, whatever, spend an entire day in a dark room or in nature with no distractions other than a piece of pen and a paper, and just do it. And it might change, you might do it again next week later. Oh, that's changed, but you're doing something every day. You have to live on purpose. It's never been easier than ever before. You got all the social media, you got Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, you got forums. You got so many forums out there with all support. It's never been easier to get support or information. You can just Google something up. It's fantastic. Surround yourself with like-minded people. Go to potlucks or fruit lucks or festivals. If you don't have any, create them. You'd be surprised how many people in your area actually think similar. Or maybe they don't, but you can be the first one that creates that community change. If you can't find an example, it means you have to become that example. You can find me on 30bananasaday.com, or just type in Durian Riders into YouTube, or just put Crazy Fruitarian Wacko in YouTube and I'll probably come up. Anything else I can talk about? I'd say make sure you get enough carbohydrate calories. Make sure you try and get as many early nights as you can between 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. You can't do it all the time, but do what you can. Drink enough water so you're peeing clear urine at least 10 times a day. Every 2 or 3 hours, go water the bushes or whatever. Never think you can eat too many carbohydrate calories. You can eat too much salt or fat or protein and feel stodged out, but the body runs on carbohydrate. You want to put that carbohydrate in so you can live with passion, so you can build your fitness. You never want to starve yourself. I don't recommend under-eating. I recommend eat as much as you want and live as much as you want so you can sleep as much as you want, and repeat every day. And every 4th week, maybe drop the intensity down a bit, recover, and then smash it again. Eat more to live more, carb the fuck up. The purpose of life is a life of purpose. Life without purpose is worthless. Low fat's where it's at. Animal loving ain't shoving them in the oven. The only things which we truly know are those which we personally experience. The rest is programming. Who you are speaks so loudly, no one can hear a word you're saying. Sooner or later, the weight of the truth begins to break apart the network of lies, begins to break apart the programming. What you think about comes about. Hang around people that hold you to a higher expectation as we raise the expectation of our peer group. Who you hang around is what you become. You can't fly like an eagle if you hang with turkeys. Sorry, turkeys. How to tell if your kids need animal products in their diet? Have a pet cat, rat, dog or goldfish, and if the cat, rat, pet, dog or goldfish go missing in the morning, the kids ate it and it means they needed it. Otherwise, just have plenty of plants around for them to eat. Train smarter versus harder.